Okay, everybody, welcome back. Again, I'm doing angel aligners here on Anais. In about 70 to 80% of my patients, they have a little procedure called IPR, or Interproximal Reduction. All that means, some people who have really crowded teeth like this, we got to find space somehow. So what we do, and she doesn't have that by any means, we're doing something different, but we'll go through with what we call a braided floss. We open the contact ever so slightly, so it's only like 0.2 to 0.3 of a millimeter, just through a couple teeth. It allows the teeth to start to move slightly and adjust so that the trays can actually expand a little bit and get all these teeth nice and aligned. And so in her case, we're actually trying to close up this bite here. This tooth is flaring out just slightly, and so there's not room for it to come back in. So we're going to do a little IPR between these teeth, and it's real simple to do. So she's been wearing these trays now, and so there should be a little bit of space there. I'm going to put a cotton roll here, and then another cotton roll here. I'm going to go through with some floss. And thank you, there's the floss, which is nice. Since she's been wearing the tray a little bit, we can actually get floss through there pretty easy. So I always like to double check to see which ones we're doing here. So 6 through 8, 6, okay. And then what I do is I take this little guy, and again, there's so much enamel here, so we hardly do any bit. It's gonna feel weird to her. So what we're going to do, because it's a little bit tight, I'm going to take this guy here. This is even smaller, just to slightly open up this contact. Right there, that's it. I know it feels weird to her, especially if you guys hate, like, and I hate this, by the way, fingers on the chalkboard. You kind of sound like that a little bit. Just barely open this up just a tad. Again, there's no nerve endings here. It just sounds weird. Doesn't hurt. Just is a weird feeling here. So I'm going to go through those again. Boom, 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 like this, really quick. Now, what's crazy is I know some dentists, which drives me nuts, there's actually burrs that are exactly 0.2 to 0.3 millimeters on a high speed. You take the burr, you go right through these contacts here. But it's like, oh my gosh, if they don't hit that perfectly, it could just ruin everything. So I never do that. I like to go very slow, just because this is in the cosmetic zone, and Anais is young and cute, and she'll be all bummed if I screw up her teeth. So we're gonna do this here. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So this is a little bit tighter. The next one will be a little bit tighter, and then I'll show you. I use it. You okay there? Mm-hmm. It just feels weird because you feel like you get a little toothpick wedged in here, but not really. And then one more here. Beautiful. Just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like that. Okay, one more. Just like that. So again, if you went through with this thing first, it would not feel good. It'd be like putting a 2x4 between your teeth, I think. I mean, not really, but I mean, it just wouldn't feel good. So that's why I go a little at a time. That's still pretty tight, so probably is, you can see her head shaking a little bit. You okay there? Mm-hmm. It's a little looser here, which is great. And you can't just do the IPR in between these teeth, even though you're moving this one, because you want everything to kind of come in together. So you want to have the front 6 like this. And I work with my technician in the software, so we know exactly what to do. That's the beauty of technology and AI. We can pretty much do anything now with these aligners, and that is a huge advantage of where we are today in 2026. Okay, voila. So the next thing I'm going to do is I use these little discs, and this just smooths them out and opens up a hair more. I'm going to stand because I like to just keep my finger right here, like this. That's it. And again, some people don't like this. I did this on my daughter, and she did not like it. I mean, she didn't like it because of the sound. Perfect. Perfect. And one more here. Beautiful. Okay, so then I do one more. And then that's it. And I usually never go more than 0.2 to 0.3 on all my cases. I'd rather do a little bit of 0.1, 0.2 with more teeth versus something greater, because I like to keep as much healthy tooth structure as possible. And this, we're going to go right through here. And one more here. Voila. And one more here. And one more right here. And you can see it's just very minimal. And then after she's done with this, with all of her aligners, these will just close up beautifully. It'll bring her bite in, so she doesn't have that don't take offense, it's more that bunny look, you know, so it'll bring them in. And it'll just be beautiful. And that's it. So these are aligners. She's off to the races. And again, very simple to do. So please feel free to contact any one of our offices. Thank you so much for tuning in.